Ladies, how do you prepare for, and survive, a difficult breakup without a support system? You just bite the bullet and do it. It is better to survive that shit, than to put up with the thousand little cuts of a shitty relationship. Just one foot in front of the other. Don't believe for one goddamn second you aren't strong. I dumped a 3 years boyfriend 2 weeks before the pandemic with no support system, and I'm alive. I ended the 8-year relationship with my daughter's dad despite knowing that none of my family would support my decision and that he would be extremely difficult and I would lose out financially and would no longer receive childcare help from his family. This happened in January 2020. I won't lie, it was difficult as hell at times, but I am in such a better place mentally. I can just see so much clearer without him. I have bought a house, got a new better job and am in better shape. Be positive, be kind and let others be kind to you. If you feel anxious and stressed, get up and do something to take your mind off it. You only get one shot at life, don't spend it being miserable. That's definitely not easy, but I prepare a mental list of all good and bad things that this relationship brings me. If I'm considering breakup, it's mostly negative things. This is not necessarily to shove into partner's face during the talk. It's more for me to gain confidence in my decision, making the whole process easier. For me, the toughest part is accepting that the relationship is failing rather than the breakup itself. As for survival quality, time something that will make me happy and boost the confidence. The hardest part of breaking up is staying broken up. Life is always changing. Know that the difficult times will move past your eyes as well. I truly believe you should find something to occupy your time ASAP. Maybe get a new part-time job, create your own financial support, or sign up for a class. It'll be an experience learning the ins and outs, you'll meet new people, adjust your schedule. Something exciting, unfamiliar, rewarding, even that you're out of your comfort zone and you are doing it. 2 things. 1. Make a list of what the $hole did to remind yourself in moments of weakness. The more detailed, the better. 2. Read Attached by Amir Levine, then join r/attachment_theory subreddit group. I have Zoom and Discord, you don't need to do this alone. Distract the heck out of myself. Play video games, get obsessed with a hobby, put myself on a diet. Sing to yourself to block intrusive thoughts. Just keep moving and one day you'll realize it hurts less. You just do it. I left my now ex-husband while all of my family lives in New Zealand and I live in the US. He had manipulated me to the point that I had no friends and his family wasn't going to help me in any way, shape or form. Now 2 years later and I'm thriving. The first couple of months were the hardest I've ever experienced. But I'm so strong because of it. During a difficult breakup, I didn't have a support system. I got out of town and stayed at a hotel for a few days and played tourist. Somehow, it helped me begin to heal and move on when I got back. It was still painful and difficult, but it helped. Trust me, it's never going to be that easy. When I had my breakup recently starting, I thought that it's fine, I can chill, but I just literally cried for weeks. But later I just thought about one point, is this relation really made me happy? Yeah, they are definitely beautiful moments and I was happy few days, but there are even moments when he fucking hurt me and didn't care about my feelings. So should I really be with someone like that? When in relation, that person should bring you peace and add happiness to life, not hurt you. Trust me baby girl, you are strong enough even though you think you aren't. You will get through it. Heart. I've ended relationships with someone I was with for 4 years, 5 years, and 1.5 years. If it ain't right, I would rather die alone than let someone treat me like shit. If you're in a bad relationship, you're already alone. So don't fear loneliness because you're already there. At least single, you would have a chance to meet someone who actually makes you happy. Start thinking about the ways you'll spend your time when you can be selfish with it. How awesome will it be to unbothered while making whatever the hell you want for dinner? What do you want to watch tonight? You can binge 3 hours of My 600 Pounds Life while tinkering with your favorite hobby, or starting a new one. Maybe you'll buy a ukulele for $60 and learn to play it. Maybe you'll spontaneously go for a walk to the coffee place you drive by often but never feel like you've got the time to go in. Perhaps you've always wanted to join your local bar studio but felt like your partner would judge you over the cost of it. Now you've got no one to answer to but yourself. Fantasize about you and what you would do if you were unquestioned about how you spent your time and money. Nothing in life that is worth it has ever been easy. Very few of us remember how many times we fell down and for how long we fell down in order to learn how to walk. No one could walk for us. We often forget how many years it took for us to learn how to talk. No one can talk for us. All of us have gone through very difficult things in our lives, we just don't remember it. And all of us are fully capable of doing what needs to be done in the face of daunting adversity. You know what needs to be done. You just need to do it now. Agreed with the comments on here so far. And, if you need anyone, DM me. I'm here for ya. You're never alone, though it may feel that way. Slightly smiling face. I worked a ton. Signed up for every available shift, covered for people, got all the overtime I could. I might have been miserable, but my bank account wasn't. It paid off too, because the savings earned in 2018, 2019-ish really helped me when I was laid for 3 months in 2020. Have money saved and credit available. I think I'm in a similar situation at the minute. Fairly sure he's seeing someone he works with. Lots of red flags, and to be honest, the relationship hasn't been great for a while. Together for 9 years and have a joint mortgage. Think it's going to be messy. Just wish he would be honest with me, instead of leaving me at home, paying the majority of the bills and doing all the housework. I ended a 26-year marriage with absolutely no plan. My parents are gone and my siblings all live elsewhere. I had my job and that was it. When I went public with the divorce, people came out of the woodwork to help. Friends who were casual became family. Guys at work stepped up and helped me move without a promise of beer even. My boss funded my apartment. You will find support where you least expect it. Even if it's only yourself becoming more independent and learning as you go. I read, it's called a breakup because it's broken, and that helped me get through a lot. It also gave me some laughs. Find something to throw yourself into. My last heartbreak, I threw myself into the Harry Potter series. Read 2 books, watch 2 movies. Read the next 2 books, watch the next 2 movies, etc., etc. You never know how strong you are until you are in the situation. Time will heal everything, so don't worry. Be kind to yourself. You can handle more than you think you can. Break up, block him, cry. Maybe focus your attention on something else. Cooking, revenge body, art, organization. Take any energy you were putting into that relationship and put it into something else. You're your own best friend, so you'll become comfortable knowing that you can eat what you want, go where you want, and do whatever you want to do. Don't fear the unknown, you got this. I was with my ex for 3.5 years until I finally broke up with him halfway through lockdown. I'm not going to lie, it was hard and it hurt a lot, but like everyone said, you just have to bite the bullet. The only way to survive is to overcome the pain of breaking up with him and start the healing process. I think the main thing that helped me was keeping myself occupied with uni work or other things like working out, baking, just focusing on yourself really and just treating yourself. There will be a lot of tears, but you will come out stronger at the end of this. Just know it's going to be shitty at first, but ultimately your life will improve. You will realize in time what a good move it is and will help you move your life forward. You have to consciously choose yourself. Know that you are strong, and choose what is right over what is easy. That's what I did after 4.5 years of unhappiness and feel much more content now. Finding someone to talk would help. Therapist will the best, but not sure if it's an option, and keeping yourself busy, sports, rearranging the home, books, learning new skill or a language. All of these comments, but consider therapy, and be sure to establish healthy habits for yourself. Journaling helped me, along with hiking and running. Some days I don't feel like it, but I never regret taking care of myself. I wish I had a proper answer for you, because when it happened to me, I grieved for a while. He left me for his ex, who he hated, face with rolling eyes and with very little explanation. Eventually, with help from friends, I got back on my feet and became the emotionally independent woman I had been before him. Fuck men. I convinced myself I was the only support system I needed. I worked my ass off every day until I was no longer hurting, then I processed the breakup. This is me. I don't have any close friends, family. I have friends, fam I care for, but never anyone close. In my case, I found journaling and taking care of plants really helped. I also enrolled myself into some courses of things I wanted to take, not college, but Skillshare, etc. Reddit has been a great therapy too, just unloading. Recently I've been doing that, as I am divorced of almost 4 years, but if I feel certain emotions, I like coming here. I did sink a lot of time into the game World of Warcraft, but I've quit for almost 2 years now. Good luck. Weather the storm. You have to keep yourself busy. I had 2 major breakups, and in one I took a part-time job and I was too busy to even do my hobbies. The other I was fooling around with other guys either online or IRL. As long as you remind yourself it is just for fun, it will work wonderfully. But yes, keep yourself busy and remember to not check on his socials and that breakups are part of life. I heard Tylenol helps for heartbreak, for reals. Animals and nature are what I had. There was not much else. I would read books in a night or two as well. But most of my time was spent away from home and up in the mountains with my pets. It's hard because it's so quiet up there and you're just left alone with your thoughts. But it beat staying at home and crying all day. Sometimes after a breakup you find out that the friends you thought just put up with you because they like your ex were actually there for you. Obviously you can't count on that happening, but you might learn some of your friends as a couple are actually still your friends after the breakup. But even if you're left with no friends, just getting it done is the best thing. Staying in a bad relationship is never the right option. Good luck, you're going to be okay. It's gonna be tough, very tough without a support system. But it doesn't mean it will always be this way. You can build a new support system and will get through this. Honestly, there is no easy way. Breakups will hurt a fuckton, but that's okay. It's better if you think long-term for stuff like this. The more it hurts, the better it'll be long-term for you. Like not keeping contact with them, which will be better in the long run since you're helping the process get faster. The longer you stay, the more it'll end up fucking you up. 6 months pain a year. 1. Therapy, considered that my support system. 2. Learn to do things alone, restaurants, movies, hiking. It's fine and fun to still do those things. 3. Try new things, have a hobby you always wanted to try? Now is the time. 4. Very optional, move. I found someone to sublet my apartment and moved 30 miles away. Change of scenery really helped me. Self-care, self-care, self-care. Long baths, showers, pedicures, those delicious meals you love, journaling, and all the movies. Find meaning in the relationship and breakup. Take time to heal and process. Taylor Swift music, ice cream and puppies. What do you mean? Breaking up and then not having support? Other people not agreeing with the breakup? Mentally pre-breakup, I think just be honest, don't waver, and that you don't necessarily have to explain if a person is angry. Thought it can be helpful to share why for the other person. If other won't agree, well, they are not living your life. They don't have to deal with what the relationship is to you. And for no support, I feel like having hobbies and goals is really important. Make a goal to work on to help you not just sit and be sad. Also, hobbies if used right may make you some new friends. Suck it the fuck up. Really nothing else to do. Allow yourself to cry, but remember life goes on. It was terrifying, but it was the biggest growth opportunity of my life, thus far. You come out of it feeling 10 times more confident, and with way better boundaries, and love, respect for yourself. One day at a time. We're all here for you. Whatever you do, cut it off and be done. Don't play those back and forth games or check up on their social media, etc. That made every breakup 10x more difficult, and was bad news for my mental health. Going on female dating strategy helped me immensely build my confidence and realize all the red flags I'd ignored before, and now I'm absolutely certain in my decision and feel better than ever before. I have tried to explain this before, but I don't know if it come across right, but here we go. You will never fully be prepared for anything, so do it. As situations and things happen after whatever decision you make, you will figure it out. I feel like people get stuck thinking they aren't fully prepared for something, and I just think you never will be. If you need money, you will find a way to get it when you hit that point. Not enough time? That never will happen, so do it. No matter what, you just have to be strong enough and have enough faith in yourself and ability to survive anything that comes at you. Yes, it'll be stressful and hard, but if you ask for help 9/10 you'll get help. Best of luck. I usually don't like talking about my feelings. I keep it short and simple if someone asks, etc. And leave it at that. So to get over a hard breakup, I cried. Listened to some sad music, first stage. Then angry music, second stage. Threw myself into PC games or read book series, third stage. Works for me. You have to just do it. And when it's the worst, and you feel the shittiest, know that it will get better, and it will get better quickly if you do it like this. Remove, block, don't let friends talk about them, etc. I have found after a year of really being on my own, I love myself and am not afraid to be alone with her. I prefer it actually. Now, I feel like you have to be damn great if you want me to give up my personal time. I'd rather be by myself now than with anyone who brings me down even a bit. Good luck, my friend. You will get through this. Volunteer somewhere so you feel useful. Still struggling with it? When my ex unexpectedly dumped me over text and it being my first breakup, I wanted to call my mom and dad. But they live on the other side of the country ahead of me by 3 hours. The text happened at 8 p.m. I called my mom hoping she would be awake. Luckily she was, or at least said she was. Other than that, I've been doing it alone. The pandemic makes it hard. But I did go nature walking with my friends a couple days after it happened, and that helped. But I also did do nature walks by myself, and it was great and refreshing. Baby steps go a long way. The single best piece of advice I got when I left a bad relationship. Couple years later, and all those baby steps covered a huge distance, and I'm at a place I could never have imagined being. Watch your favorite stand-up comedian. Adopt a kitty or dog. Read Love is a Dog from Hell by Charles Bukowski. But honestly, give yourself some self-love. Put your energy into meditation and cry if you want. Let that shit out. I worked out while bawling my eyes out and literally thought I could never heal, but it honestly just takes time. The more the days go by, the better you'll feel. At least now you know what you don't want in your next relationship, but before that happens, start to build one with yourself first, and I feel like everything else will fall into place.